Mother lovers, I bought this Spokeshave off Banggood, and I also bought one of their other ones, the flat bottom one, because they're all suspiciously cheap. A curved sister model also worked its way in there from a slightly different company, but they are the same. And that raised a very important question. Are these actually decent tools? Or am I just buying problems? So yeah, so in my Spokeshave frenzy, I saw this on Banggood, mate. Can you see the problem already?
He doesn't know what it is, does it?
I just noticed
I think that's lost in translation.
This is never called a draw knife, is it?
No.
Yeah, I had to tell them on the previous one, you need to start selling it as a Spokeshave. And they changed their web address, but I can't imagine they can change the packaging.
No.
I've got to say, I'm not a big fan of those, but I have a feel of that.
Oof.
Yeah, that's exactly what my thought was.
Yeah, she's got some weight in there, hasn't she?
Isn't it?
Well, yeah, that helps actually with setting that blade. You wouldn't be able to set that blade correctly without two winders there. So, yeah.
You can get them with a single one or without, completely without.
That was just set like that,
right,
as it came out of the box.
On the
like that, yeah. So to get that perfectly parallel,
yeah,
because you'll never do that with one winder.
That was my thought when I looked at them ages before, because I thought this is a pain because I'm always getting at an angle.
Yeah.
And then I found one with just one of these, and I thought that's going to be going in on the piss unless it's got some grub screws maybe either side.
Exactly, you would need some kind of parallel guide on that, and there's never that because you've got to have space there for dust to fall out, shavings to go.
And then the other ones didn't have any of these at all, just the blade and one or two of those to hold it in position. So I don't know how you set the blade.
Yeah.
But I quite like that. I like the heft of it.
I like the way the handles look used.
Yeah.
Looks like I've been using them for the past 10 weeks, you know.
I mean, I love the weight of that.
That is nice. It's reassuring, isn't it? If it doesn't work, you can always beat it round.
That's lock stocks.
Yeah.
Weight is good compared with these. It makes these feels like child play. I mean, I like these.
That is a good casting. That is a good, strong casting.
It is,
and you've got place for your thumbs there, that's always a comfort thing because you need that. That is how you get your foot, your force behind a Spokeshave.
Notice you're pushing.
Yeah, that's no, just no.
I've always pulled as well. You push away, and I've noticed with
now with
rounded over
with a draw knife.
It judders. Sorry.
With a draw knife, you pull.
Yeah.
You draw it towards you. That's why it's called a draw knife, because you're drawing it along.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Now, these are all push tools.
Right.
If you try and pull on these, you will get judder. You won't get a good finish. And holding them on the shear angle as well makes your finish a whole lot better.
Yes. But I'm perplexed. I can see this more here now when you're saying it's a push tool. Your thumb in the right position for it, but then you could. Why couldn't it be a pull tool? I know these two are going to judder. The flat one doesn't. Sorry, the flat one never judders on me pulling it towards me. That one definitely does, and it was only when you said push that one at an angle and it didn't judder. For the templates, do you remember?
Yeah.
I'm wishing this person made these two.
Yeah. There's a bit more quality to this one.
That I think is about 30 quid.
Really? Right.
This is only 15 quid, I think, or something daft. But it's great for little stuff, which is more me. You're not doing any framing with it.
You even got Allen keys in.
Oh, yes. Now, what are you going to do about sharpening that blade?
Yeah.
Buy another one?
Well, you need a cutting a wheel of the same diameter, and you go, yeah, 'cause, yeah, you're gonna try and find a 40mm wide concave wheel, the same profile. Otherwise, or you're gonna buy a 40mm wide and dress it to that profile.
Oh, God, what a hassle.
You're never going to get that blade in upside down, that's for sure.
No. That feels like iron as well, mate.
Mm.
That looks like a normal angle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Reasonably sharp. Back it off a little bit. There'll be a little bit of burr on there.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a burr.
Just enough to polish it up and
Polish it.
make some cuts. And straight out of the box, it looks good quality. Machining's done nice. Everything's nice on the working surface.
Yep.
Yeah. I'd say that's worth its money all day long.
I think so. Tell me
The truth is when it's used though. That's when you'll know how good it is, how well it's put together.
immediately this is less fiddly than these, where you've got this awful bar.
Oh, the pressure bar.
You're pivoting off of.
Yeah.
Am I there yet? No.
Yeah.
There I am. Just lost. And you've got that's free floating.
Oh God. I mean,
Great little work that. I mean, it's 15 quid.
You can't go wrong with that. They're trying to be Veritas, aren't they? Or something.
Yes, it's definitely very. That's what they've copied that. I don't know who that's.
Yeah, couldn't guess.
Is it Kushang or something? I can't remember. Kongshong. Or the
not Hongdui. They don't.
What's the name? The Ly Nielsen, maybe?
Oh, Lee Nielsen. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, yeah.
Don't know. Oh, yeah, man, I do like that. I really like these guys. Who were called? Oh, okay.
New Tool.
Rue Tool.
Or Brewery Tool.
Ruby Tool. Could be worse. They could have called themselves Router. Do you think that could be an issue?
No, not really.
Not really, no.
All that's doing is deflecting the chips up and holding the blade down, really.
Well, I suppose it's time to give the back a polish and put it to work.
I suppose that's the next stage, really, isn't it?
Yeah. So this is the concave one. Curved sole, 40mm wide blade, 2 adjustment screws. And it's meant for shaping anything round. Oddly enough, chair legs, dowels, handles, basically anything that refuses to sit still and behave. Now, I didn't just get this one. I also got the flat bottom version and another curved one. And they all follow the same basic formula. Cheap, heavy enough. These two, they're definitely for very light work, which is exactly what I need. And just convincing enough to make you feel like you found a bargain. Out of the box, it's actually not terrible. Bit of weight to it. Casting looks all right. Nothing immediately screaming at me saying, I regret this. And for a moment you think, yeah, this might actually be decent. That moment doesn't last. Straight out of the box, the blade is technically sharp, in the same way a butter knife is technically a weapon. It cuts, but not cleanly and consistently, and definitely not in a way that inspires confidence. And then there's the adjustment. I didn't quite get on with that to start with. I had to go through this with Josh to mull it over, and we come to our agreements on it. 2 screws sounds precise, but I feel it's more of a headache, to be honest with you. One moves, the other disagrees, and you're chasing a setting that doesn't exist because it disappears when you loosen up. So like every cheap tool, you've got to fettle it. Properly sharpen the blade, certainly the back, polish that up. Set the depth, back it off. Go too far the other way, question your decisions, come back to it later. Standard procedure, really. And this isn't just this one. Every single one of Banggood Spokeshaves need it. I don't doubt all of Spokeshaves need it. This is not optional. This is the entry fee. But then you get it set right and suddenly it works. Clean cuts, proper shavings. And that moment where you go, oh, there it is. And to be fair, once it's dialed in, this concave shave is actually pretty good on rounds. Compared to the flat bottom one, this is obviously better on curves. No surprise there. Compared to the other one I've got, honestly, very similar story. Slight differences feel, certainly weight. Well, I like the heft of this new one, but same overall experience really. They work once you've done that work. Now put these next to a proper expensive Spokeshave tool, and yeah, there is a difference. Better machining, easier setup, less messing about, but you're paying for that. These, they're cheap enough that even after that fettling, they still kind of make sense. Mother lovers, here's the honest answer. These aren't amazing tools. They're not refined. They're not consistent. Well, that's probably the human on the end. And they don't arrive ready to go. But they are usable. And once you've sorted them out, they can actually perform pretty well. Exceptionally well, I believe, actually. So if you don't mind putting the effort in, they're alright. And if you do mind, avoid them like a dodgy takeaway. So I'm going to give these a... Alright, real talk for 10 seconds. If you've been watching for a while and you really enjoy this stuff, the best way to help keep me going is through Patreon. It's about the price of a pint a month. Early vids, a WhatsApp group where we actually talk, not just shout into the void. No pressure at all. Some won't, that's fine. But if you have been thinking, yeah, I like this channel, this is the way. Either way, thanks for being here. Be lucky, mother lovers. 4 out of 5 dim sum. At the end of the day, this isn't a premium tool. It's a project. But if you're willing to put the work in, you'll definitely get something decent out of it. Especially with this round over. Mother lovers, thank you for watching. Till next time. So if you like the cut of my jib, please like and subscribe. Share if you're really feeling kinky. And we'll see each other again.